Team 1 entering Oracle Cell deactivation zone. Switching to auxiliary. All clear.
Remember, everyone, you've got less than 30 minutes in there. Proceed with the utmost caution. Over.
Understood.
Captain, do you know what happened? Where are we?
Whoa, you don't think we're dead, do you?
Maybe. Look, no armlets anymore. Feels good, huh?
No way! That's a sign! No! Oh, man, we're totally for sure dead now.
Well, you seem rather lively to me.
Julius! Livy! Wait, does this mean we all died together?
No, I don't think so. This is our world. Reborn after the apocalypse.
The apocalypse? You mean everyone in the Far East? The whole entire world's just been devoured?
Nah. Take a look at the mountain in the distance. I'm almost certain it's formed of Oracle cells. Perhaps even the same cells that once formed the spiral tree.
So, you believe the devouring apocalypse was interrupted somehow?
Yes, in so many words. It's only a guess, but I think the power in Romeo's God Arc, his real power, must have changed the Oracle cells. It seems something far more gradual now. Not an apocalypse to devour, but slow, like the shifting of the Earth's crust.
So we stopped it. All of this is over.
We think so. For the moment, at least, this devouring apocalypse is no threat to us. Its power has dissipated. All of this is Romeo.
Yeah, thanks for helping out, Romeo. You're always awesome.
Who could have known? I gotta hand it to the kid. That power, whatever it really is, managed to save this world. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's really amazing. It's perfect.
I couldn't have said it better. Such a beautiful world. Serene, lovely, bright. A place like this could be paradise.
Maybe our world was always like this before the Aragami arrived. Hundreds or thousands of years ago. Maybe every site held such hope.
Hey, guys, look over there! A helicopter!
A search party. You think it's for us?
Time to go home. But first, I had a question to ask you. Captain, I, Julius Visconti, wish to be reinstated as a member of the Blood Unit, for now and evermore. Will you still have me?
What the heck, you guys? You'd think you'd been gone or something.
It's impossible.
Oh, and, quick question. Where are we?
Romeo! Hey!
Romeo!
since we stopped being god eaters, I'm never hungry anymore. I see the food, I just don't want it. Bummer.
Still looks like you eat enough for 10 people.
But it's still only half as much as when we were god eaters. I'm hungry and not hungry.
I think nothing could stop your appetite. It's been nice to have a moment of respite.
Yes, indeed, Shiel. It's the simple joys.
I hear ya. I don't think I've ever been able to just kick it like this.
Romeo's all about moments of respite. Look at the little belly he's getting. Poke!
Hey! Way harsh, Nana. It's not my fault that food is so delicious. And I'm making up for lost time.
Since we lost our armlets and became human again, I've learned quite a bit. For the first time ever, I think, I've stopped to see how warm this world is, how subtle. I'm glad we fought for it.
Yeah, I get you.
Me too. It's a world worth fighting for.
You're quite right.
For reals.
So, my friends, it would seem we're all of one mind then. It's time. Captain, shall we?
Stand with me. Blood Special Forces, let's go!
Yes, Captain!
Yes, Captain.
Three years ago, I thought my number was up. I was looking into the ARC project, doing a background check on Director Schicksal. Little did I know what lay behind that creepy smile. Clever guy, though. Too damn clever. He caught me in a trap I should have seen coming, and I was left in the lurch when the mission went bad. I was surrounded, my armlet shattered, and that origami infection already racing through my veins. I was done. And I damn well knew it. Then that origami girl, Shio, appeared before me like an angel. She saved my life that night. Somehow I got out in one piece. Mostly. The blue core she gave me managed to put a halt on the infection, but it knocked me out cold. It was a long sleep, that one. While I was down for the count, my comrade shut down the ARC project. Hard. Damn proud. But when it rains, it pours. And it wasn't long after the smoke cleared that another new origami threatened the Far East. white origami that could create a new core, even if its own was torn out. The Hannibal. Even the best God Eaters called it the Immortal One. When I woke up from my long nap, the blue core in my arm had been entirely drained of power. Barely even a hint of its light remained. The memories of that time are mostly just gone. All I know for sure is how hungry I was. Constant, aching hunger. I wandered aimlessly outside the bounds of the Far East Branch for I couldn't even say how long. Every now and then, I'd run into an origami. I didn't have my God Arc. That was long since gone. But I struck out of habit. Something like an arc materialized. That ain't right. Something like an arc grew. It was only then, only in the throes of battle and tearing apart those beasts, that I felt full, satisfied. It was luck, plain and simple. I lost all reason. I blindly hunted any origami I found. I wandered the wild, killing anything to sate my constant hunger. In that madness, I came face to face with a Hannibal. As I jammed my blade into its body, I felt my reason return. Every time I lanced through it, I felt a little more like myself again. I glanced at my arm, and that blue core winked at me. It had regained a flickering of its former glow. Killing that white beast slowed the fury of my hunger. For the first time I could remember, the agony in my right arm dulled. Later, Director Sakaki would say, the regenerative power of its core helped repair my own. Yeah, I don't get it either. I'm still hazy on the details. Even then, my mind was clouded. But I thought those Hannibals were my only way to survive. I became a hunter that day, an apex predator, devouring Hannibals. Who's there? I sense you. I know you're there! A white one. Here? So, you're the one that helped me. You... Damn! No. No! Damn! This is it! No. Please, no. I want my life back. You can't stay here. I won't know. Get away from me! Didn't you hear me? Run, you idiot! Run! Now! Get as far away as you can! And don't... I never found out who that God Eater was. The one that fought at my side that fateful day. But if they hadn't been there, if I'd been alone, I'm pretty sure that mutant Hannibal would have devoured me where I stood. I was so focused on the fight, raging against the disease as much as the origami. I can't even remember their face. I don't know where they are now, hopefully still breathing. But I'm pretty sure I at least owe them a drink. Maybe even 2. I'm not used to this. It's not a story I tell at parties, you know. All this reminiscing makes my shoulders stiff.
Lindo?
Yeah, sorry, Fran. Be right down. A mystery god eater saved me. I guess I'll never know who. Huh? Pfft, no way.
Oh, hey there. You know, I feel like I can be myself around you. That means a lot. Time to hit the hay. Sleep well.
Ow! Hey!
Hey yourself, hold still. Jeez.
You know, Fran, it wouldn't kill you to be a bit more gentle. A pretty face like yours should never cause a man pain.
Right. Well, Nurse Ye's out for the moment, so it looks like you're stuck with me. Suck it up.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Would you rather we switch then? I can do it.
No, thank you, no. When it comes down to it, I don't know what kind of crap you pull, little bro.
That's fair.
You guys? I just want to say that I really am sorry.
Hey, none of that. Don't sweat it, Urara. I'm a tough guy. I'll just rub some dirt in it. Everything'll be fine.
But I should have...
Listen, it's not your fault. It's mine. And I hope you all can forgive me for it. I thought I had considered the risks, but I guess not. The wide area link support device is just too unstable to work.
What can you do, right? Gotta break some eggs to make an omelet. Trust me, I get it. When I was a kid, I had to learn pickup lines the hard way. Yep. I got turned down plenty before I scored my first yes. And this wide area link support thing will be almost as important when it gets the kinks worked out. So keep at it. Sometimes you gotta kick the tires and think happy thoughts. Get me?
So admittedly, that's probably not how we wanted the tests to go, but we did get a lot of good results about bias field origami impact. We'll have to make a few minor adjustments. No big deal.
Don't worry about Urara. It's fine.
I probably could have said that better. I didn't mean to be so harsh.
Hibari, you weren't. I tell you. You said what you had to. It was necessary, really. I'm sorry, too. I passed an ugly job over to you.
No, it's fine. Promise. I mean, I understand where she's coming from. I remember feeling afraid. Empty. When I started, I was terrified. My first weeks, I was a wreck. So worried that I'd make the wrong move and someone would get hurt. I questioned why I wanted to be an operator in the first place, if I even deserved to be one.
The same thing happened to me. It's radically different than the simulations. All those fears creep up in battle. What if I let a scout right into a lethal Aragami? What if more enemies are brought into fight? What if I don't see them coming in time? When you're an operator, these are nightmare scenarios, and also very real. Every action, every choice, walks the line of life and death.
I get it too. Heck, I could swear you two are reading my mind. When I was an engineer, I'd hang out with the combat operators. We were stuck inside while the God Eaters fought for their lives. But actually being on the comms, giving reports? I never knew how many heart-stopping moments there were until I'd experienced them.
That panic never goes away. Seeing my friends hurt right before my eyes and I can't reach them? I still fight that urge to reach into the screen. Worse than that would be watching them get hurt and knowing I couldn't do anything. That I couldn't handle, so I became an operator.
Yeah, to make sure it never happens.
Captain! I got scared. After what happened, I was sure I wasn't meant to be an operator. Like it was too much to put in my hands, you know? But every day, you guys fight against that same fear. It's like you know my worries better than I do, and you can defeat them. If I slipped up and you got hurt, or if you... I couldn't handle it. I couldn't let that happen to you. And I won't... I'll always bring you home. We did it! Nothing bad happened and everyone's safe! I brought them home. I brought them all home.
Don't cry, sweetie. It's all right. They're safe because of your guidance. You brought them through the worst.
That's just not true. I'm the one getting them in trouble in the first place. Getting in the way of their success. Putting them in danger.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure we're all on board with naming you MVP today.
Without a doubt, Urara.
Seriously, where'd you come up with the idea to cancel out the bias fields? It was genius.
To be honest, it actually wasn't my idea at all. I borrowed it. One of the techs mentioned it offhand the other day. There was a lot of science talk and... well, they said it may fix the problem. Although right after, they laughed and said it would take a miracle for it to actually happen in the field.
Looks like they didn't anticipate you. It was your quiet effort that made a miracle happen on that field. I think that's a lesson all of us can take to heart.
That's sweet of you to say, but I don't know if it's true.
These missions are getting harder. The Aragami are getting smarter. Coordination between combat areas is critical. The use of wide-area pulse fields has increased dramatically over the last few operations.
Yeah, and nothing hits harder than a pulse field. We need something to help the Godarks push through it. I'll hit up my old friends in the maintenance crew, see what they got brewing.
I still don't think I have what it takes to stand beside them, but I think I can learn. I can grow. And most important, one day I will be able to help. So I swear that I'll give my all. All right, team. Area Oracle responses are as we predicted. Instruments and vitals are all green. God Eaters are now clear to engage the enemy. Weapons free. Good luck.
And that concludes our briefing. Thank you, and fight well.
All operators, be sure to have your assigned region combat reports turned in by 1200 hours tomorrow. You are dismissed.
Miss Hibari, can I ask you a question?
Sure. What's on your mind?
It's actually something that... well, you see, I was kind of... why did you all decide to become operators?
Oh, I first applied to Fenrir because I wanted to fight. I wanted to be a god eater. I knew I'd have an edge if I studied strategy, and turns out I was pretty good at it. I was encouraged to take this route. Maybe it was meant to be. I never found a god arc that attuned to me or liked me. So, here I am.
I didn't know. Wow.
Apparently I do have bias factor compatibility, but if there's a core out there that fits, it's gonna be an odd one. Still, I mean, there is some appeal. I am more than proud to fight alongside the God Eaters in my own way. I'm an operator. I keep them safe. Plus, it's a nice perk of the job, getting to be the one who welcomes everybody home at the end of the day.
Oh, yes. Everybody.
Fran, what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing at all. I started off on the officer route. I was a cadet back at HQ. Mid-training, something occurred to me. Everyone I met there was running from the front. They weren't cadets to lead. They were in it to save their own skin. They were all such idiots. I couldn't stand the false bravado anymore, so I requested a transfer to the action. If I had stayed on the officer path, if I'd gotten closer to graduation, maybe I'd feel that way. But no, I'm so grateful to have met everyone here at the Den. Everyone in blood. You've become like brothers and sisters. What is there to regret? I think I'm gonna pass on that one. Who's next?
Oh man, where do I begin this tale of heroism and other good stuff? I served as a combat engineer, you know? Down getting my hands dirty. I met all types in my many travels. Eventually, I figured I knew the God Arc so well, there had to be something better I could do with my knowledge. Something more. I applied for the transfer the next day, and bam! Here I am!
That's surprising. Sorry, that was probably a little rude, wasn't it? Well, I guess you are Haru's brother, so...
Do I look like I'd lie to you? That's it. Seriously. Yep, I can dig this. Life as an operator, that suits me just fine. Actually, I guess there is one thing that I kind of regret about leaving the Engineer Corps.
What's that?
All the time I used to sneak God Arcs out of lockup and take them home. I'd tinker with them for hours. Can't really do that now.
Sorry, you've been doing what?
That's the reason? Really?
Come on.
Oh, hey, what timing? I was just hoping to chat with you. I just can't stop rambling when I'm around you, huh? I don't say this to just anyone, but you got some real potential.
Emil, I am your father. What must I say to make you understand this? It is happening.
I have already said unto thee, you may be my father, my noble blood, but I cannot do as you demand. I must away.
Uncle von Strasbourg!
Irina! Good gracious, how you've grown.
I'm not that big yet. I've missed you.
It's the damnedest thing. I could have sworn you were your mother when I turned to see you.
Oh, you two haven't met. This is Emil's father, the Count von Strasbourg. Uncle, this is my best friend. This is the captain of the Blood Special Forces unit.
Ah, the legendary captain. I've heard much about you. My son tells the most wonderful stories. You have taught him many things. I believe he once called you his most stalwart companion on the long road of chivalry. I can imagine no higher compliment. Nothing builds character like chivalry. I remember the path myself. I walked it with a friend in my youth. Better days. But still, I must insist. That boy has followed it quite enough. He has fought many battles, earned many accolades. But I am here to take my son home. It is time he rise to lead the family. Save, the boy is so stubborn. He insists that he will not leave while Irina wishes to remain. He has sworn an oath. He respects you. Perhaps so much so that he would listen were the words to come from your mouth over mine. I know my son, and I know the profound effect you've had on him. He'll listen when you speak. As you know, Emil can be rash at times. Perhaps one could even call him dangerously reckless. But none of that matters. I'm afraid. I don't want to lose him. He is my son.
Oh.
I am grateful for your cooperation in this endeavor.
Hey, Captain. Look, I know Emil, and I know what he'll say. He only wants to stay here so he can watch over me in Eric's place. My big brother swore he'd always protect me. He won't leave because he doesn't think I'm ready. I'm not good enough yet as a fighter. So, I am begging you, please take me out on missions. Train me. Help me be the kind of god eater my brother was. Yes! Oh, thank you so much. I promise I'm gonna be so good. You'll be super proud of me. Oh, and don't tell Emil, please. I know Emil can be brash. He's always a God arc first, ask questions never kind of guy. Kinda like Eric. Do you remember what I told you about my brother? After he died, I don't even know the word. I was broken for a long, long time. And then Emil sort of burst onto the scene one day at the den. That idiot marched right up to me, looked me up and down once, and said, "From this day forward, Lady Irina, I shall be your brother." That jerk. Can you believe it? I was so angry at him. I mean, how dare he, right? So I just started yelling, "You dumbass! Who made you my brother?" Looking back, I think he was just trying in his own stupid way to make me smile again. He's insane. He's arrogant and idiotic, boastful and prideful, and way over the top. The guy's never heard of tone it down. But he's always been there to look out for me. And he's sweet and kind and chivalrous. I guess the point is, I wouldn't want to hold him back. He shouldn't be stuck here just because of me. I gotta show him that I'm strong now. That I'm a knight in my own right. And he doesn't have to stay if he doesn't want to. I didn't mean to talk your ear off about this. Sorry. But thanks for listening anyway. And thanks for the training.
Irina, prithee, tell me what weighs upon your shoulders. What dark clouds rain upon thy sunny gaze?
Just shut up! It's none of your business.
Verily, thou mustn't hold back from your family. Come, speak unto thy brother, that I might heed and lend aid.
You're not my brother! Just leave me alone.
It is all right, dearest Irina. You are simply entering a rebellious phase of your womanhood. Later we shall think on this and laugh. On that note, you haven't spoken to my father since he arrived, have you? Alas, he is a senseless Philistine. Yes, I said it. Even of my own father. You must simply pay him no heed. What? The fiend has already dared to involve my most beloved friends in his dastardly, devilish deceits. And knave! Fear not, my brothers in blades, my sisters in swords. Nothing, I say again, not one thing shall tear me from this realm I love. Why, you ask? You truly wish to know what serenity lies beneath the storm of my mind? Speak not such ill japes. Allow me to recant the epic tale, tragic and beautiful, of the fabled knight Eric der Vogelweide. Surely you must recall me singing the high praises of that greatest of god-eaters. Yes, Irina's elder brother. In our youths we romped together across this realm, fiercest friends and also rambunctious rivals, allies to the end. As scion and heir of the der Vogelweide legacy, much was expected of dear Eric. And for my own part, the von Strasbourg line expected no less of me. And yet, whilst sweet, innocent Irina was recuperating here in the Far East, he chose to serve as a god-eater and watch over her. As the sun set over our last day together, he took me by the shoulders and looked deep into my very soul. My sworn sword, he said unto me, should I ever needs leave the Far East, I wish you to come and serve as Irina's shield. It is the shame of 1,000 failures that I did not heed his words that day. The shores of the Far East did not play host to me until a full 2 years later, when news of his death reached mine ears. I entered the den, and my gaze fell upon Irina, cheeks stained with tears, racked with shivers and sobs. And I knew, not only would I serve to defend her in a brother's place, I would proudly become her brother. I would never leave. I am sorry. I was taken in a sudden fit of passion. My humors must be out of balance. Should you see my father again, I pray that you will give unto him this message, words I learned here in the Far East. Prithee, get lost.
Why will you not heed me, boy?
I have sworn an oath, to a lady no less. You're the one who taught me the importance of that.
I've heard enough. These foolish games end right now, Emil. I return home by helicopter on the morrow, and will you or nill you, you shall be in that chopper alongside me. This I swear. If you're not awaiting me, you may consider yourself without a home to return to.
What's that? Sounds like sweet music.
Captain, we've got a big problem. An observation tower called in a Scion attack on civilian trailers. They're on the outskirts of Satellite Base 003. But Irina went to fight them all on her own. You've got to bring her back.
What? Irina? No! Why would she go after them?
She requested a simple solo hunt this morning. She must have been on her way back when the call came in. The attack wasn't along her ordered evac route. I don't understand. She hasn't called in for backup. We can't leave her out there.
Irina, damn it, girl. There's no time to lose.
Captain, Irina could be in serious trouble. Go and bring her home, please.
I ride with you!
Where the devil are you going, boy?
A knight's first duty is to be a shield to those he loves. Who was it that taught me such chivalry? Come!
That's my boy. He's a damn fool, but I can't help but be proud of his stubbornness. He will make a good heir to the Strasbourg house. Please, go with him. Ensure he stays safe. Ensure he comes home.